Good morning. Welcome to Helen Winnemore's. Can I get you a cup of coffee or tea?
That's how everyone is treated when they enter this iconic German village shop. And what kind of shop would that be?
We are like an arts festival, except we are under one roof and we are open all year round.
The store that sets the standard for other arts and craft shops across the country had a rather humble beginning, though, back in 1938.
It all started with Helen teaching Sunday school to young children, and they squirmed a lot in their seats because they were adult seats. So through some research, they found that Berea College had small handcrafted chairs for children. And so she made a trip to Berea College, and while she was there, they asked if she would take some of their other products that the students had made back to Columbus to offer to her friends. And once word got out she was doing that, then she had friends at Ohio State who were also artists, and they said, well, we have things that we could show. So in her home at that time on 7th Avenue in Grandview, the shop started. It was called a Christmas shop at the beginning and then became the afternoon shop.
As Helen was soon to discover, operating a shop out of her living room had its drawbacks.
She did not have display places for all of the work, so at that time she would just tuck it away into a spare chest of drawers, and when she invited people over to see the work, she would say, oh, just go through the drawers and see if you like anything. And when she moved to her first official storefront in the Bexley area at Broad and Parsons, her customers articulated that they missed going through the drawers, so they made sure to have drawers there. And then when we moved here to German Village in 1966, Jack Barrow, our longtime late manager, and his father built our current set of jewelry drawers into place.
German Village, though, was right up her alley, with the emphasis on restoration, handcrafting, the homes. Everyone's so unique, every home's so unique. I think it's not a surprise she was drawn to this area.
Barrow, the general manager and Helen's trusted friend, began to take on even more duties in the 1990s as Helen's health began to fade. She died in 1996.
Jack bought the shop outright from Helen's estate, not with the intention of being the owner for a long period of time, but to handpick the successor to the shop. And when he found Sarah, or when Sarah found that the shop was for sale, he was a mentor for her. He agreed to stay on for 6 months.
One of the most important things Sarah Kellenberger learned was how to foster relationships with the hundreds of American-based artists and craftsmen she represents.
Given that Helen Winnemore's has been in business for so long, some of the artists I inherited, if you will. So there was an existing body of work made up of many, many artists when I bought the business. And Jack helped introduce me to all of those people and what that process looks like loosely, because it's different with every artist. So it's a bit of an art in itself.
Some artists, like kaleidoscope makers Lawrence and Audrey Goldsmith of Bexley, have been working with the shop for decades.
Helen Winnemore was a very, very special person. She was like everybody's favorite aunt, or even great aunt, because she was so much older than myself when I first met her. And she, not only being like an excellent business person and really knowing how to run a gallery, and having started the first gallery of this sort in Columbus, maybe in Ohio and the whole United States, but she had a special relationship with her artists and with the customers.
And longtime artists will tell you the tradition continues under Sarah Kellenberger.
This is a wonderful store to work with. Whenever I come in here, everybody is so excited to get, like I'm giving them a gift, like, oh boy, we got kaleidoscopes. And they just make me feel so welcomed and appreciated. And yeah, so it's just been a great experience.
And what keeps Sarah going after more than 2 decades of ownership?
That's the easiest question you've asked. And the people that make the work, the people that walk through the door, the people I work with, It's just, there's just so much goodness that flows around through all of those different people. It's easy. It's people. You know, the work always changes because the people that we work with that are artists, you know, it's a constant evolution with art, right? It's just, that is not a static endeavor. And then it's the same with the people. We you know, there's some of my customers, you know, some have passed in those 20 years, some I've watched grow up. One of them ended up babysitting my kids, and now she has children of her own. You know, there's a lot of relationship that walks through these doors, and it's through the work, and it's the people. Yeah.
And Sarah's kept up the spirit of Helen Winnemore's. Friendship and joy when you walk into the store just makes you happy, and the staff is so friendly and helpful. I mean, it's just a wonderful place, just as it was 35 plus years ago.
Trisha. Thanks. See you next time.